The crooked visitor of 82 Wimborne Road. A Mr. Strange case file, tucked away in the heart of Huyton, Liverpool. Wimborne Road is like any other suburban street, unless you lived near number 82. Then you'd know better. To this day, locals still whisper about that same house, not just because of what was seen inside, but because of what was found there. The 1950s ordeal, the Johnson family. Back in the early 1950s, David and Margaret Johnson, along with their daughter Anne, moved into number 82 looking for a fresh start in the wake of the Second World War. Thing they couldn't explain and didn't survive as a family. It began with Anne's story of the crooked lady, a haunched skeleton woman she claimed watched her from the foot of her bed. Small, twisted, leaning on a cane. His skin was tight, like dried paper stretched across bone, and her mouth never moved, but Anne said she could hear her whispering. Unseen forces, the activity escalated quickly. Footsteps in the attic, the stench of mothballs and damp earth, furniture rearranged, heavy thuds in the walls. At exactly 3:07 a.m. every night for 3 weeks, the hallway light would flick on by itself, always revealing muddy footprints leading up the stairs. One night, the family awoke to every mirror in the house shattered, except the one in Anne's room. The shoebox in the attic. David Johnson, desperate for answers, eventually went into the attic. There, wedged into a dusty corner behind the chimney stack, he found a wrapped shoebox, burnt along one edge, with strange symbols carved into it. Scrawled across the lid in what looked like charcoal. Inside, 3 sepia photographs showing the same crooked old woman standing in what looked like the house's living room only decades earlier. A small bundle of grey human hair, matted and coarse, and still clinging to a thin dried flap of skin at the root. A broken rosary bead stained with something brown-red, and beneath it all, a handwritten note, mostly illegible, but one word could be made out: remember. David burned the box in the back garden that night, but nothing changed. In fact, things only got worse. The May Blitz connection. It was only years later that a connection was made. The site of 82 Wimborne Road had been directly bombed during the May Blitz of 1941. Reports show multiple deaths, entire families wiped out, and one chilling story of an elderly woman who refused to leave her home during the air raid, clinging to her stick in defiance. Her house took a direct hit. Her body was never recovered. Some say it never left. Generations of witnesses. When a Facebook post went viral decades later, the comments were flooded with confirmation. Viv Farrell McGann. I used to deliver the Echo there as a child. Terrifying. Jane Rimmer. I lived next door at 84. We heard it too. San Jim. Went in there when it was empty as a teen. Loud banging upstairs. Police came with a dog. The dog ran out screaming. The coppers refused to go back in. Emma Ferguson. I lived in Wimborne Close. Something's still here. Lee Mullen. Everyone who moved in there had a story. Didn't matter the year. That house hated people. Cambridge University steps in. In the years advancing, after pressure from local researchers, Cambridge University's parapsychology department sent 2 investigators to the address. While the full report was classified, excerpts leaked to an urban paranormal forum, which included apparition consistent with post-traumatic residual haunting, repeated 3:07 a.m. manifestations, site exhibits trace psychokinetic disturbance, shoebox items suggest possible ritualistic preservation of remains. In short, they believed it. The demolition and aftermath. Number 82 was demolished in 2017, officially for foundation instability. But neighbours knew the truth. Tenants never stayed. Renters left overnight. One even nailed her front door shut and walked away. A modern new build now sits on the land, but the reports haven't stopped. A woman who briefly lived there claims her toddler whispered, "The bendy lady is in my wall." Another said her husband woke with long scratches on his back, though their bedroom had no pets and the window was locked from the inside. The Postman's Encounter 2015. In 2015, a local Royal Mail postman added his own chilling entry to the legend. He'd been delivering mail to the then vacant number 82, as he had done for months. But one morning, as he approached the letterbox, a freezing gust of wind whipped around him, despite the air being dead still. Just as he slid the letters halfway through the flap, he claims they were violently ripped from his hand, as though grabbed by something or someone on the other side. He heard no footsteps, saw no one, but he said it felt like the house itself didn't want to be spoken to. After that day, he refused to deliver there. A colleague replaced him. That colleague only lasted 2 weeks. The milkman's account, 1980s. In the early 80s, a local milkman named Ronnie Kilshaw reported something he never told his employer, but told the pub more than once. He was doing his usual drop just after 5:30 a.m, a bit foggy, dead quiet. He'd set 2 bottles on the doorstep and have turned to leave when he heard 3 sharp taps on the inside of the door. Not knocks, taps, like the tip of a walking stick. Thinking it might be someone home, he turned back, only to find the bottles had gone, vanished. No sound, no creak of the door, nothing, just a cold breath of air against his neck. He told his mates in the Bluebell, "I didn't wait around. I left the milk, never went back. Someone or something took it." The crooked woman isn't a ghost. She's a remnant, a scar burned into the bones of that land. From Blitz bombs to shoe boxes of human remains, 82 Wimborne Road was her home, and no one who stepped inside ever truly left untouched. So if you're ever in Huyton passing that fresh-faced new house where number 82 used to stand, listen. If you hear the tip-tap of a cane on cold concrete behind you, don't turn around. She doesn't like being seen.